This is Kamera. My first few minutes with God, day number 190, Isaiah chapter 1 through 4. These are visions Isaiah saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem during the reigns of Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah. Those were kings of Judah. The Lord says, "The children I raised and cared for have rebelled against me. They don't recognize my care for them. What a sinful nation they are. They are evil, corrupt, and they have rejected and despised the Lord." He tells them, your country lies in ruins. God gets no pleasure from your offerings, your sacrifices, your worship, your celebrations, even your fasting. They are all sinful and false to Him. He says, I will not listen to your prayers. He says, wash yourselves and be clean. Give up your evil ways and learn to do good. Jerusalem, once faithful, yes, home of justice and righteousness, have become worthless, filled with murderers, with thieves. He says, I will remove the impurities. He says, Jerusalem will be restored as home of justice, the faithful city. Those who repent will be restored by righteousness, but the rebels and the sinners, they will be completely destroyed. He says, in the last days, the mountain of the Lord's house will be the most important place on the earth. There he will teach us his ways. We will walk in his paths. The Lord will mediate between nations, and nations will no longer fight against nations, nor train for war anymore. So he says, let us walk in the light of the Lord. The Lord rejected his people because they had filled the land with sorcerers. The land is filled with idols. He says, now they will be humbled and brought low. They will hide from the terrors of the Lord. The Lord has a day of reckoning. He will punish the proud, the mighty, those things that, or everything that is exalted. He says, idols will completely disappear. Only the Lord will be exalted in that day of judgment. He says, don't put your trust in mere humans. They are frail. What good are they, right? That's a good point. Our trust really should be in God, not into people. All things come from, all good comes from God. All favor comes from God. The Lord of heaven's armies will take away from Judah and Jerusalem everything they depend on. Bread, water, soldiers, judges, prophets, fortune tellers, elders, army officers, high officials. So everything they depend on is going to be taken away. Jerusalem will stumble and Judah will fall because they speak out against the Lord and refuse to obey him. They display their sins proudly and don't even try to hide it. They have brought destruction upon themselves. Tell the godly all will be well. This is good for the godly to hear. He says they will enjoy the rewards they have earned. The wicked are doomed, and they will get exactly what they deserve. The Lord comes forward to pronounce judgment on elders and rulers of his people. He says, you have ruined Israel. How dare you crush my people? The Lord will make Zion bald, strip away everything that makes her beautiful. She will sink. Isn't that something? She will stink. I said sink, but she is going to sink, but she will stink. He says shame will replace her beauty. The gates of Zion will weep and mourn. In that day, so few men will be left that 7 women will fight for each man. The branch of the Lord will be beautiful and glorious. All who remain in Zion will be a holy people. The Lord will wash the filth from the beautiful Zion. And he will cleanse Jerusalem of his bloodsheds. It will be a shelter from daytime heat, a hiding place from the storms and the rain. And there you have it, guys. That's day number 190, Isaiah chapter 1 through 4. You have a God-filled blessed day.